What's up, Hippo lovers? NAC3 Qualifiers, round of 16. We will have Jupe against Fire playing, and we are jumping into the action here. In the blue trunks will be Jupe, in the red trunks we will have Fire. And happy birthday, Finland, says Jupe in blue. So, yeah, that actually works out. So, everything pretty sweet. Today is the Independence Day. Okay. Nice, says Fire. He is playing Incas here on Arabia. On the other side, we have Cumans for Fire. It is hidden Pixiv, no repeat. So Jupe can go for Cumans later. And now a lot of people will come in. Cumans are so strong, Nearly. Why are we even watching this game? They will always win. And actually, Humans so far lost 4 games and won 1 game in the first 3 series that we casted, so please stop whining. And you have a very annoying voice. How does he know exactly how I sound? I know all my viewers. Okay, that looks like 2 onwards. I'm expecting a villager rush. That was close to losing a villager. Some nice attack speed there by the elephant. People were dumb enough to pick humans on water map. That's why they lost. People? You mean John Slow? John Slow equals people. Okay. So, Rhino now coming in here as well for Mr. Fire. And what? We want that overlay, right? Yeah, looks pretty sexy. We already have 3 houses. Quite a lot here for Incas. I think you could even play with 1.5 houses. Because that's a villager rush with some towers. Pop 20 seems very likely. If John Slow equals people, that means people equals John Slow. So I'm John Slow too. I am Negan. Anyone know if NAC will actually happen in Nili's apartment again? I don't know. I'm just waiting for people to arrive, and if they all come into my place, then I guess we will do it at my place. But I'm still hoping that someone else will offer their place. Jupe's berries foresee a disaster incoming. What? I think he will be the one with the aggression. And you can see Fire already trying to counter this. And goes for some walls. That is open though. I wonder if Nili knows where the Nili cup is. Indeed. Oh, quick ball, quick ball. Oi, oi, oi. Hello? Oh, it's Sweetie for sure, down to 20 HP, but still gets out. That's a bit surprising to me. I think with maybe another house here, he could have trapped all that, and that's kind of an investment, right? 2 houses started, 3 houses started, so he traded off maybe 50 wood or something against what? Jupe lost the... No, don't tell me Jupe lost the will at home. How is this happening game after game after game? Oh god. That's so bad. It's not the eagle. The eagle is still alive. Overlay. Oh goddy. Nearly, yeah, I missed it, but I was trying to look at the eagle loss, and well, at least we will cover that. So it's Gaia 1, Fire 1, and Jupe is pulling the boys and grills, going for the big aggression, but where are they going? That's a weird angle. Don't tell me he's going for just what? What? That? Huh. I'm a bit surprised. So now he collected some food and is only now going aggressively? He should have been already in the face of Fire. So he lost some valuable time. When he drops TC, he gets the food? Yeah, but... do you think he will drop a TC? Yeah, he's not on stone. So it's indeed a feudal age douche. But he will run into walls. And against Cuman douching, I think might be the worst option. Because they can just build another. Inca douche. Okay, I've not seen that before. Well, we have some more stone. so you can repair your second TC without going onto stone. He promised. Oh, that's actually open. He can get through here. And fire is up, already building the first counter TC. Try to douche the humans. That's not going to work. Oh god, the TC is coming up. Yeah, it's a bit more expensive. Okay, first tower up now. But as we saw, Jupe is not on stone. So he's blocking that first TC spot. Might be the best strategy ever to counter the humans, guys. Instant rush going in there. Now goes for the palisade gate here as well. Could have maybe taken those villagers around. Maybe taking the further back ones is the better option. And fire, he's really trying to get that one up with 60%. And I think that will be stopped. Jupe actually with a good strategy against this. Misclicked a short time on the TC. Villagers are fighting. We don't have any upgrades on this. And this is pure madness. 80% on the TC pretty soon. Villagers lost now, as you can see. More villagers for Jupe. And yeah, TC is going up, but that wasn't pretty. And with a bit better micro, I think, and Jupe being there a bit earlier, I think he could have been ahead even further when it comes to villagers. Now, those are up. Jupe is 2 villagers ahead, but 1 TC down. 13 idle villagers behind this is the status here for fire. Okay, but the trust can continue at the top here. Let's take a look. 94 stone now going onto it with 3 more. And all of them lost their food, I believe, right? Or did he build... Did he build a farm to drop all the food? That's a sick move. That's a sick move. I will rewatch that after the game. That could have been something extremely sick. Tower cancelled here. Now trying to fight down the mill. Has +1/+1 on those villagers. But yeah, defensive towers should get up in close range to the TC. Fire. Even amount of villagers. The TC rush, the villager rush here of Jupe continues. He actually has the score lead. Now gets that tower up. Obviously before fire, who only takes 5 villagers. Even walls some more. Not sure if I like that too much. He should see this, right? At least now he does. And needs to run. 200 stone in the bank for him. And that's quite some aggression in his face. Fire. 1 more villager. Now make it 2 more villagers here with humans. But where's his food income? Not on berries. He only has 1 farm working for himself. He cannot use those 2 TCs. This is pretty crazy by Jupe. Oh man, okay, now another defensive tower. How's the home base looking? Okay, we will have villager production at home here from our Finnish player. He's walling his towers, more defensive towers by fire. Love that. Now goes onto the outside. Should be spotted by Jupe. Oh no, that's a tower that won't go up. Fire nicely with the preemptive tower here and will stop that one for sure. Yeah, cancelled now. Ooh. Fire, 1 villager ahead. Can Jupe transition out of this or... Well, transition out of it with 10 aggressive villagers. It's not that easy, but no excess of gold. Wood will be tricky as well. Another tower that I really like. Do we have fletching? No, we do not. Fire neither. Doesn't even have a blacksmith. He is actually 1 villager behind. Now up to at least 5 farms, so can produce out of 1 TC. But second TC still not used. Ooh. Why is he doing this strategy? To fight off the greed of a human player. Fire still with the scout. How can he play this? Already first game pretty damn sexy in this best of 7 series, and Jupe, he promised to douche a lot, to villager rush a lot. And yeah, so far in game 1, he's absolutely delivering here. How can fire defend this? Some aggression at the top, but defensive towers are doing their work. I think fletching is something he could really go for. That tower only being built by 3 villagers against 4 villagers. I think both towers should go up at that left-hand side though. Scout could be annoying a bit, but not really around. Does not want to lose his 6 HP. Now attacks a bit. tower will finish. Took more villagers over there. The tower of Jupe will finish as well. Lots of armor on that villager. Trade some more off. And still 2 villagers ahead. That's so weird. 1 TC producing better than the 2 TCs of fire. And, well, being housed. That means he didn't build a house for 14 minutes or something. Jupe should have towered the main gold. I actually would have liked that, yeah. He still has stone in the bank. Those villagers could run. Just feels like fletching could have been such a good upgrade. He has a blacksmith. He has enough gold. Could squeeze it in. Even wheelbarrow attack now out of him. Interesting. Even amount of villagers. Ooh, villager safe there. Nice move by fire. 1 going down. KD not that high. It's mainly those towers that are doing the damage at the moment. And forcing more towers. Going to be a brutal game for sure. And let's take a look. The tower. I think both towers will go up. And yeah, pulling some villagers away. Actually, she should only pull 4 villagers away so that 5 can still be going into the tower and add the arrow mount there. And the tower from distance can range in there as well, meaning the tower won't have a chance in 2v1 fight. And yeah, as you can see, Botkin is now kind of winning the game for fire. Takes the 2v1 fight
big
here.
Sexy.
And here, Mr. Dave. Hey, yo! 10 months. Thank you so much. And oh, Jupe, he doesn't really know what to do now. Oh, that's a lot of low HP villagers. And hui, micros them to the side. Now, finally, enough farms for fire. And he is 6 villagers ahead. Super towered up, as you can see. Extremely safe at the left-hand side. And if he builds another tower here, I think his gold will be safe as well. Unless we have Jupe going to Castle Age way earlier. I think fire is in a very good situation here. Didn't build any military all game long. Just trying to get his towers up. 2 TCs running. 6 villager advantage. Meanwhile, Jupe, well, he's fighting with lions. I'm not talking about fire. Not on gold. Running out of stone on his first spot here. Has way too much stone there. 8 villagers on stone. I would have loved to see some of those on farms. Would have really loved Botkin. How did he not realize that he didn't have Botkin? Could have helped out in so many spots, but... Well, I sound like a broken record. Did I say Botkin? I meant fletching. Sorry. How much is the stream delay? I think for this match, 18 hours. Sorry, guys. Just debating you. You know I'm a teacher. So every time I'm saying something wrong, it wasn't actually wrong. It was only to test you. But Mr. Hippo, didn't you say? Yeah, I said that, but that was only... Oh, no. Oh, he did forget the... Well, maybe he wants to upgrade twice as fast in Castle Age. What do you teach? Humiliating people in public. I'm really good at it. Double blacksmith rush, yeah. Okay, now we're up to Castle Age here. On the other side, how much food are we looking at? 500 food, 300 gold. We are missing a second building though. Sneaky tower here was stopped. Nice. Oh, there we have the market. So fire even stopping production out of TCs. I wanted to stay, but he queues up another 2. Is now 10 villagers ahead. The best teacher is experience. My name isn't experience. My name is Nilly. But thanks for trying. I want to see Castle Drop and fire second TC Woodline now. It's not super unrealistic, right? Here, something at the front, blocking the golds. I would love to see a castle over here. He has enough villagers at the front. Maybe pulling all those away from gold. How much stone does he have? He is sitting at no stone because he did add 3 more towers. And he ran out of his stone. Now goes for his other stone, but only 4 villagers now. Maybe he buys some more? Huh. Clown justice has been served. What are those towers? Well, they want to block the woodline in the long run. If he gets... Finally, botgen. I've been talking about botgen all game long. And maybe he thinks about it. Okay, siege workshop now in the back. Will be a lot of pressure on that woodline. But fire already expanding to the front. Something that Jupe should see. Oh no, look at that exploration. He doesn't see any of the chopped trees yet. Quite unfortunate for him. Another sneaky tower stop there. Ooh. Didn't Jupe have 700 stone a second ago? Yeah, maybe he bought some and... Oh, he juggled a bit with his resources to go up to Castle Age because, well, that amount of food eco doesn't pursue too fast towards Castle Age. Especially because he somewhat kept his TC running as well. Now... What is that? Double mangonel production. Jupe is going full all in here. We have the Castle Age tech coming in for fire though, and he's going for 2 stables at the front. I wouldn't be too surprised if that's going to be some step lancers after bloodlines indeed. Mangonels now at the front. Let's take a look how much they can get done. Towers now up to 10. Up to 1k HP from the 700 they have in Feudal Age. TC could fall. More defensive towers. I wouldn't mind to see Watchtower being rushed. Guard Tower being rushed, I mean. And we go for Murder Holds first. But... Cancelled Murder Holds, but didn't queue up Guard Tower. Interesting. Okay, now Monastery, love that. We need a lot of conversions against those Stab Lancers. Are they going for the counter-attack first? Yes, they do, and Jupe is completely open at home. Oh, that's going to be so brutal. Even attacking over the woodline, and yeah, Jupe has nothing here. He pulls all the villagers, and there's nothing that he can do. Oh, if only had the attack here, then monks could maybe go back and defend some, but fire with a beautiful counter attack. The mangonels, yeah, they will get something done. But will it be enough? We have a defensive siege workshop somewhere, no? Okay, we don't. Okay, now rushing out the monastery. Stone still free. That's a lot of idols, look at that. 36 idle villagers out of 45 from Jupe at the moment. Ay, Jupe. Okay, Mangonels continuing to go for the kill. University didn't upgrade anything yet. Attacking the lumber camp here, not my favorite option, but okay, maybe it's an important one. Is he trying to go for repair or something? That doesn't really make a lot of sense against 4 mangonels. But yeah, the counterattack is just good enough here. Look at that. Villagers just dying. And yeah, KD was very low this game. But how can Jupe ever get back onto resources? Even if he converts 1 Stab Lancer, that's not enough. And yeah, Jupe has to call the GG here. Interesting game number 1 for sure. And yeah, nice aggression, but fire. Nice defense. Earlier fletching helped out in the tower war, and maybe less sneaky villagers and 1 front attack could be nice. We also would have loved to see a tower behind this woodland and some block of the gold, but obviously we see everything and can be very judgmental, which we really enjoy to be. And I can update the score, 1-0 for our favorite, seed number 2 against seed number 15 here. So not the biggest surprise. And I promise you that we will jump back into the game, and I want to see what he did with the farm there. And if he got all the food, better, KD for fire, exactly what we expected. And Cumans, now 2 wins, 5 losses here in the round of 16. We will be taking a close look at the Cuman game of Jupe as well. And yeah, more stone, more gold, but that wasn't the most important thing. Both with a nice feudal age timing, and fire with the better villager count. Okay, let's reload that replay. And I want to see what he did. Ah, now they have names? That makes 0 sense. Oh boy. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. How did you decide who was in the qualifiers? Everyone could sign up, and then I did allow Rubenstock, Robo, and Terra to see the top 16. And that's how we got it. Okay, so we're just fast forwarding here. And I'm trying to understand what he did with the farm there. And if he dropped all that. Could have been a nice, sneaky trick for sure. And we might learn something today. The big difference now, obviously, Incas instantly built that farm. Plus, it only costs 60 wood. And if you build it with the lumber camp, that costs 100 wood. Yeah, Lidaco was top 32. Okay, fast forwarding. We will stop that game at the 10-minute mark. Then everything should have happened. That could have been so nice. And maybe we learned something today. Man King, hey yo! Okay, now clicking up to feudal age any second. Losing that one. I even lost the villager dying for the second time. Okay. So, what we're doing now is... What overlay do I want? I want... Actually, you can see it at the top, right? So, we have 167 food. How many villagers do we have on food? We have 5 on food. That's not a lot. And now villagers, they all carry some food. Maybe combined 50, 60 food. And... So, as you all know, if you build a TC, a lumber camp, a mining camp, a mill, or a farm, villagers drop the resources. So, all of them will now start a farm in no man's land, and we suddenly got 60 food more. And then he deletes the farm. Interesting move. Hoi, oi, oi. Today we learned. Today we learned. Huh. There should be a qualifier for the spot in the qualifiers. Would have cheered for Lidacorn. Yeah, probably. So trade 60 wood for 60 food? Kind of. Douche teaches you many things. Yeah. Apparently. Okay. So that was game number 1. We will now jump into the home map of Jupe here. Can I... Yeah. Good style points collected though? Indeed. Indeed he did. And we want Jupe being blue again. And... Welcome to game number... What? That's wrong. That wasn't Moange against Tato. Okay. It is Jupe in the blue trunks and Fire in the red. Very close together here on Cross. We have Persians for Jupe. That's quite interesting. And Fire is playing the Hunts. As you all know, Cross, kind of a flat land, standard resources, but we have a pond in every corner. And look at all that beautiful fish that we could get. Hunts is something we can take to... get more docks out. You don't need to build houses. Eco is pretty sweet. And Persians, more wood, more food at the start. TCs work faster. Docks work faster. And we can get a lot of fishing ships out. Other good civilizations could have been Spanish, Malians, Malay. But maybe we are saving them for other games in the series. It seems like names are always missing for the first games. Okay, maybe I can fix that then. And just reload them. Okay, Fire. Out of Cumans in game number 1. Jupe. Now cannot pick Incas anymore. Hunts are pretty solid on Cross, I would say, yeah. You don't need to build any farms till Imperial Age. You just have 2 dogs, go 4 archer ranges CA. Will be tricky for your opponent. For Jupe, very relevant bonus is plus 100% TC HP. That's actually something we need to take care of. Yeah, 4,800 HP against 2,400. TC spot here would be really solid. And let's take a look what Jupe is scouting. And yeah, he's already around. And he will probably lane those 2 sheep. And now knows that fire has to be somewhat around this area. Will scout in the wrong direction. Saw the gold spot. And he just leaves the sheep there. That's quite surprising. Okay, now they're moving. He's doing scout rush build order with 4 on wood. Is he going for a dog in the back? Yes, he is. So it might be... I think he's not douching, honestly. If you're building a dog, you don't douche. But now 6 on wood? I don't know, guys. Oh, fire retook those sheep. Interesting. Civilizations. Here you can see the symbols of the civs. Quite easily seen. Persians and Huns. Don't even need to say that anymore. Okay, now both players docking. Makes a lot of sense. The question is who is expanding when to get more docks up. Second boar now. Pop 17, and I think this is too late for a douche. Especially, yeah, 2 fishing ships. This will be a quote-unquote normal game by... Jupe here. Daniel in the chat. And best of how many to win? We have the info over here. Daniel will play tomorrow against Jacont and already started training from what I heard. So that's going to be interesting. Would obviously be a lovely addition for NAC. Predictions? 4-0. The most interesting series is the second one, and oh boy, don't listen to Nilly when it comes to any predictions. Okay, Jupe, maybe he added the fishing ship because he didn't see the TC earlier, and now he is sending 11 villagers, even the low HP ones. I don't really get that, and he is going wild. Jupe, douche here against fire, and... Now we'll delete his TC, can build his own TC, walling some off, and fire, he's late. Can we see some quick walls here? Fire's trying to rush in, but that should never happen against an experienced doucher like Jupe. 6 HP. Oh, Palisade is actually going down, but he can rebuild it, and fire, he lost a lot of idle time. You don't really try to counter it this way. Fire's actually playing it incorrectly, in my opinion. Tried to fight it for way too long, and those villagers should never die. Good start here for Jupe. Won't lose too much. And actually the TC is close to the woodline as well. He's sending 10 villagers inside the TC. That's the maximum amount of arrows you can get. 1 already on wood. And fire, he needs to come up with something to build a new TC here. And he even tries to click Feudal Age first. Okay. That's interesting. 1 volley doing 50 damage. You can do the math how long it takes for the TC to go down. Might get pretty tricky. Oh man, Jupe really delivering here. Okay, now we are going up to Feudal Age. 1 villager repairing, that costs a lot of wood, meaning you cannot add more fishing ship. It's 3 against 3 at the moment. How will Feudal Age timings look? Sending the fish, the sheep even to the front there. Not on berries. Boar. Well, that villager has some walking to do. And fire, yeah, he will get up to Feudal Age. No problemo. I'd love to see the scout of Jupe a bit more active, trying to find out where is he going on wood, what are his next steps. The walls of fire won't really do too much if the TC is already up in your face here. And Jupe, well, 160 food keeps up producing. Is 3 ahead, but obviously 10 of them in the TC shooting at all times. Now at the moment 2 villagers repairing. And fire, what are his next steps now? Sometimes people go for army, sometimes they just delete the TC and try to rebuild it. Something in the back here could be sexy, something here. But that obviously invites your opponent to reduce you a second time. Hippo creating horse sounds. Ooh, that wasn't great. Now some fishing ships added even. Soup making fish, both of them. Yes, indeed. Do we have a counter for that on the overlay? I don't see it. Nope. So you kind of need to do the math. Jupe, as you can see at the top, 27 villagers. Here it shows 34. So that in total means he has 7 fishing ships at home. Nearly math. Okay, what's Fire's next idea? He has some sneaky villagers. Holy moly, knows about the woodline, knows about the potential dock at the top there, and tries to get into there. And obviously being fuel age means he can build fire galleys, and his opponent cannot. And if he just controls 1 pawn, his opponent 0 pawns, that should be really damn sexy for him. Now stops repairing the TC. Feels like, okay, my advantage is now big enough. And, oh god, why is Jupe not using his scout? Someone would really love to see him do more. Oh, that's going to be so ugly for Jupe. And what a nice move by Fire going around here and, yeah, doing all the right steps. Not on gold, so you can only build 1 fire galley, but 1 fire galley against nothing that fights back should be enough. Takes some time, but that's okay. Sneaky tower even here. Let's take a look. Can Jupe see that? Oh god, perfectly out of vision. And oh, look at how unlucky that is. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a sick series. Already here in game number 2. Okay, fishing ship should die now. Instant reaction by Jupe, but honestly, what does pulling those fishing ships really do? I think you want to have them working as long as possible. Now goes for a second dock. He will fight for it. Yeah, all this, like, they could work. You just try to micro back the one that is getting attacked. That's totally fine. Going up to fuel age. Fire keeps on repairing. I'll send some villagers onto gold. Wants to contest this. Oh, but the dog is actually built in range of the tower. How unfortunate is that? Oh, Fire galley now blocking that dog as well. Oh god, stuff is not going right for Jupe, who's trying to quick wall that villager, but he traps himself. Deletes the dog, deletes the palisade, and that is just fail after fail for him. Oh god, such a fun game. Okay, now in the center of the map going for gold, but still he can go for fire galley and his production is a bit faster, so shouldn't be the biggest problem. Micro that, fishing ship away, my man, and then he could still have enough left. Scout taking good look at everything, but not for too long. Fire, instead of walling him in, actually attacks. That gives Jupe the chance to run, but Jupe is a man of honor and dies in battle. Or maybe just didn't take a look at it. Okay, so some fishing ship still left. 12 idle villagers at the moment. 10 still in the TC shooting. Fire constantly repairing with 2 villagers. Most of the villagers actually working to get wood and keep the TC running. Oh, and the scouts. Just way better usage here for Fire. Scouted the woodline, scouted the pond. Pretty sweet. Okay, both with a very close villager count here. Love that. And Fire Galley War, I believe, won by Jupe by a small margin. And that tower even helping out against the fishing ship. I think that's a win for Jupe, in my opinion. Who's the better player? Is it Jupe or Fire? Equally good. Equally good. Let's call it a draw, guys. Best of 7 ended 4-4. Only feels fair. Let's both of them advance to the round of 8. Is it the right way to pronounce Jupe? I could also say Jupe. Or Jupe. I always say, why not both? Okay. Do you prefer cancer or leukemia? Why not both? Okay. I see. Leukemia is cancer? Okay, then lung cancer or leukemia. Sorry, I just started rewatching Breaking Bad. How did Pike beat Jon Snow 5-1? He was that good. No. We didn't stop at 4. He was that good. Okay, so 2 pawns. Could be really sexy. Continues to go for more fire galleys. Could even attack the 2v1 now. And both actually with equal resources as well. Look at that. 500, 500. While we have Jupe now using the market and going for 800, 200. He can click up to Castle Age pretty soon. This is incredibly close, guys. Let's take a look at the score. Fire heavily ahead, but that could be a lot due to scouting. That was heavily mismicroed. Oh, now switching. That's so bad. Oh, how can he lose a 2v2 fight so significantly? Jupe with a big mismicro there. But still, the second pawn could really carry him here. And, well, the thing is, fire. Does he really want to go to Castle Age with that TC? Probably, right? What do you guys think about Jupe just pulling 10 villagers and trying to attack the TC as well? Does fire need more than 10 builds to repair the TC with lumbers? Oh, I don't know. That's a great question, though. I assume yes. The TC fight still continues. Water 1 could invest a 2 HP fire galley to kill the demo. Pawned at the bottom, still not taken. And fire, didn't he have enough resources? I'm a bit confused. Is he missing buildings? No sound alert? What? I win still. He is up to Castle Age now. Uh-oh, fire in a world of pain, honestly. He's still feudal age. Not enough resources, no buildings. Now the siege. Could even go for knights and 1 defensive tower. I think fire could lose this game. This is pretty ridiculous. Maybe the siege here. What do we want to see? A mangonel or a ram? Oh, just keeping the second. Look at that. That's just massive. 12 extra fishing ships that are working away. Now the first barracks. Fire delaying himself going up to Castle Age even further. He needed a market and a blacksmith to click up. But now the knights are doing some work. Oh, wrong attack stance here. And the TC losing more and more HP. What are we going for? Goes for the battering ram. More damage output, but obviously a bit more exposed. Thanks so much for the 200 biddies, my man. Villagers now trying to fight. +1 defense, though. That's not too pretty. And the knight is idle, but fire is losing a lot of villagers. And Jupe just said, I will win anyways. And it seems like, yes, he is. TC is going down. We won't go to Castle Age. Defensive stable now. Oh, God, this is looking so bad for fire. He's trying to fight with villagers. 2 defensive towers, not enough here. The spearman trying to do some work. Gets the knight. TC is down. Maybe just fire at scouts. What are scouts really doing? Yeah, there's a lot of exposed villagers, so I can see that. But don't we want to get to Castle Age? The legend of Jupe, indeed. Oh, man. What a beautiful douche here. And, well, Ram are now going forward. Knights are going for the attack. This is not an option for fire. He will lose a game to Jupe, guys. Seed 2 against Seed 15. Tower instantly goes down. Only 700 HP, as you all know by now. And more villagers going down. Fire. There's no option for him. Don't tell me that's redouching. No, okay. He's maybe... What is he doing? Repairing the rams? That could be a good option. More villagers are going down. He still has control over the top. No idea how fire could win this one. Pawned left-hand side, but fishing away quite nicely here at the right-hand side. And took it off rip. Hey, yo. Scouts are around. trying to help out against this, but honestly, there's so many villagers going down. Jupe now ahead by 14 workers here. Yeah, a lot of them are idle still, but Fire now has 15 idols as well. Those at the front are fighting, and the tower will go down. Knights working at the right hand side. Jupe will lose some at the left, but is that important? I don't think so. Spearmen for the clear up coming in, but more knights as well. That's a second stable added now. Jupe's eco just way too good at this spot. Where's he getting gold though? Okay, went for his main gold at the front, and GG. Fire lost the game to Jupe on Jupe's home map. He picked Cross for the Persian douche, and Jupe to NAC. Guys, wouldn't that be lovely to have a second video? What a great game. Game number 1 was already super interesting, and game number 2 is absolutely delivering here as well. Hallelujah. Ooh, a true masterpiece for sure, and lovely player with a dog in the back. Didn't find the TC for quite some time of Fire, but then, yeah, I think the wrong reaction by Fire. You need to let the TC die and just go back and build somewhere else, because you're investing so much wood. As you all know, a TC takes double the wood to be repaired, and 10 villagers constantly shooting there. And Jupe, I think that was what won him the game. 15 extra fishing ship over there, not taking the pond at the bottom from Fire. And yeah, that contesting was pretty lovely, though. I have to agree with that. Whew. This was an awesome game for sure. And, well, now the next one will be the home map of Fire, though. And we are most likely seeing islands. Interesting to see what he will pick on that, though. I thought repairing cost half the price. Indeed, that's right. Except for TCs. Yeah. If Fire makes it to NAC, he will get deuced every game by the max. Tom the Unjust, thanks for the gifted sub. I will give one as well then. As you know, the promotion at the moment in the round of 16 is I will match every gifted sub of yours. Jupe with Malay Harbor Rush. I think they're not that great anymore. Oh, schade. And oh, we didn't even took a look at the statistics. Do masonry and architecture make repairing cheaper? Well, you gain... Repairing is percentage-wise. So you gain more HP per hammer and per invested resource. So you're not getting more percentages with architecture and masonry, but you're getting more HP. Same for hoarding, obviously. Mind blown? Is it? Okay, then we are jumping into game number 3 here. Fire against Jupe. In the blue trunks, Jupe again here. And in the red, we will have Fire. Civilizations. We have Spanish for Jupe. This guy is not planning to Cannon Galleon Rush. And Fire is playing Vikings. Interesting choice. Has to backdock close to every single time here. Any problems with the E so far in the qualifiers? Having some problems with displaying the names, but I think we now know a fix. And the names are not collected from the recorded game, but from the Steam account. So if Fire now changed his name to HippoLover123, even if the recorded games are from yesterday, it would still show HippoLover123. And yeah, those are recorded games, since it's not guaranteed to find a lobby on DE yet. I hope Fire qualifies for NAC3. Well, as you know, I'm a guy, even if you get second twice in a qualifier, I will still invite you. Actually, I think repairing speed is tied to HP, so maintenance will take longer but be cheaper. Okay. Okay, I didn't know. So Jupe wants to use the faster building villagers to build his second TC in castle right next to Fire's TC. I don't think so. Ah, Memp is casting as well. Interesting. Okay. Sneaky transport ship into trash. That could be an option. Or sneaky transport into conquistadors. Huh. I think Spirit of the Law made a video about repairing. Yeah. Okay. It has to be a recent one though. I'm pretty sure that there could have been fixes in the last expansions. Yeah. Any hard feelings between you and Mem? No, not at all. If any, then from his side, but not from mine. Okay, defensive dock, kind of what we expected from a Vikings player. Leaves him very open to get rushed though. And only one deep fish. Oh, two deep fish actually. And the third one at a reasonable range. Well, that's not too bad of a back dock. In general, fish, very consistent here. 5 on wood by Jupe. Not really, indicating that he is going for too much of a trash, right? You don't really need 5 on wood. Defensive dock there as well. Oh boy, that could be conquistadors. Do Mr. Yo and Vivi have their visas? Not yet. Yo is 99% and Vivi... Hopefully we will find... or we will get more info before next weekend. Is it open casting? Yes. Qualifiers are open casting. We have like 5 different channels casting it at the moment. Not the greatest boar lure here. Fire with 2 way better boar lures. Now goes for another house. 6 on wood here. That would be a slow time out of him as well. The boar changes aggro way earlier in DE, right? No, it does not. The big difference is now a boar follows after the first shot. So people only shoot the boar once. And the boar gets aggro from the second shot. So that's why you see the boar changing aggro to the second shot. But if you just shoot it twice at the start, it won't change aggro. What do you mean not the greatest lure? Didn't even lose a single villager. Yeah, for Jupe that actually pretty good. Yeah, that's true. Jupe. Okay, maybe we take a look at the resources here and the distribution. So double stone here, double gold there. Berries very open for fire. And he's sending 2 villagers forward. Is that for front docks? That's interesting. I'm not sure if I like that. That can't be a transporter, right? And we are building a transporter here from our blue player, who is up to fuel age as well. Not on gold. And those 5 villagers. The transporter is just way too late. Look at that. Those 6 villagers and a scout. That's not how... Okay, 4 villagers and a scout. That makes more sense. 2 on stone. But the transporter is so late. Okay, the landing will be somewhat in this direction. So gold could be blocked. Stone probably won't be attached. And oh, fire is going for a landing as well. Interesting play. So double landing. Why wasn't Memp invited? It was a tricky decision. There are a lot of very talented casters and... yeah, this time we decided for this lineup. Double do it? That's not going to happen, no. Okay, barracks now here. We will probably see an archery range. Fire. What does he see? We'll land here directly into the stone. Will Jupe see that? Not yet. Archery range. He sees the villagers if he is looking at the mini-map. Otherwise, they will squeeze through.
Millie NAC.
Oh, rising of the moon. Hey, yo. And the tower goes up. Meanwhile, tower at the front. Fire. Does he see anything? No. Both of them pretty much out of line of sight. Now, Town Watch. Such a good upgrade for Fire. And he will have a good intel what's happening. Yeah. Okay. So the problem is now Fire. Okay, he's on stone with 2 of them. Villagers dropping the stone. Now the scout is attacking. 170 stone saved. Why not attack back with the scout here? And it feels like don't get baited into the tower. Okay, he's going back. And meanwhile at the front, Jupe is trying to fight this one down. Didn't repair properly. And oh, yeah. That's not too pretty. Actually, behind this, Spanish should have an advantage because they have Fire Galley and Vikings do not. So, technically, on water, it should be so much better for the Spanish player. And now we have a galley by Fire. Huh. Oh, and he comes with the transporter. Loses 2 villagers already. KD is now 3-2. So what 2 units did Fire lose? Not his scout. None of his villagers. None of his archers. I'm a bit surprised. So apparently 2 villagers went down while we fought here. Fire is still 1 worker ahead. Plus wheelbarrow, as you all know, now blocking the berries. This is looking pretty good for Fire in my opinion. Nice reaction. And still not getting punished. Fire Galley still was not produced, and this is open. No, it's not. Whew. Didn't Spanish have a tower bonus? Yeah, it's 5%. 5% faster building. Oh no, that's Koreans. Spanish have 33% faster building or something. Oh, needs a quick wall behind this as well. No, Fire sees. Okay, no more chance here. How much is it? 30%. Okay, something between there. Archer range in the back, wants to build some skirms to defend this. Shouldn't be the biggest problem. Now a galley out. Ah, that's just a big mistake in my opinion. To not punish the Vikings player, because that's the big problem with Vikings and landings. That you cannot save your fish properly without fire galleys. Another tower. But I think 4 villagers should be faster than 2 villagers of Spanish. Now with 5. It will be a close one. I think Fire is slowly overtaking villagers. Enough HP though. Yeah, shouldn't be a big problem. And the damage output will just be always better by Fire, who is not jumping into the tower. And Jupe will save those 2 for now. But now losing his fish. And that's just ugly. Those galleys doing some solid shots. Only needing 6 hits to kill one of those fishing ships. And oh boy, that's a beautiful animation. Vikings bonus is awesome for noobs. Yeah, villagers walking faster as well. An upgrade that, quote unquote, or a bit more inexperienced players don't often do is wheelbarrow, is handcart, so the eco is actually so much better all of a sudden. Oh, that villager went down. I think there needs to be another wall over here, right? The villager could attack that tower. Yeah, inexperienced players like Nikov, yeah. That's why Nikov performed so well in the last DM tournament. Oh, Demo Raft now in the combination. I think the Demo Raft isn't even needed, but he wants to go for the safe approach. And can he block that dock from going up? Nope, not in time. But is he on gold? He's not even on gold. Oh god. Yeah, Money Camp here is a bit better, I believe. Now that Fire made Jupe go for fires, his fish will be GG. Not really. As you can see, he's not on gold, so he can't really build any. He lost his first fire galley. And once we've gotten on to 6, Galleys, water would have been absolutely one. Archers clearing this up. We didn't have enough skirmishes for the defense here. And Jupe, well, that was kind of blind attack. Nice counter strategy there by fire. The archers instantly did the damage. Fish was saved. And Jupe, well, we didn't expect him to win islands. Maybe a bit more creative play. Could have been something fun. But fire with a nice counter strategy. And then landing isn't that easy if you're getting landed at home. Getting pushed away from your stone. Archers on your berries, in your gold. And then it is simply over quite quickly. Taking a look at the statistics together. Military isn't too pretty. 2 to 13. And... well, 2 buildings lost there, the towers, and eco. Actually, food and wood better for Jupe. That's quite surprising to me. Fire heavily on gold and stone, but resources you really needed, and solid fuel age timing. So actually not that great. Or 10-5. Well, actually they're pretty good, yeah. And fire with more fishing ships. Just so much better in the position. Well... what do we expect of Jupe? Probably not this one to be on his side, right? Fire, the master of islands, just showing why he won the tournament, even against Tedo in the finals there. Although it's quite some time ago, and a lot of stuff changed. So, Jupe now. Next home map could be Serengeti or Valley. Did I confuse those? Okay, those are super aggressive map. How did Jupe win a game? Go back into the VOD or go to YouTube tomorrow. Mom's Serengeti? What? Is it you, Eminem? Douche, I guess? Well, we will see. Jumping into the action here, Mr. Jupe will play blue again, and he is playing Teutons, so it will be another douche. And on the other side we have Mongols for fire on Serengeti. That's quite weird because we have Valley left in the map pool as well. What means Persian douche? Town center rush. Just go back in the VOD and you will find exactly what we are talking about. Okay, not a great spot to build a lot of TCs though. Maybe here? But honestly, if we build 2 houses, you cannot douche from that area. This one is hilly. That's blocked by the berries somewhat. Well, we will see. Okay, Teuton douche for everyone who is questioning themselves, why do we Teuton douche? Because town centers can garrison +2 villagers and therefore they can shoot 15 arrows instead of only 10 arrows. Just not familiar with the names yet? No worries, my man. Still not AOK TCs. Yeah, that's true. In old AOK, we had 9 ranged town centers for Teutons. So everyone was douching, or like TC rushing in Castle Age with those. +10 builds, yes. And +5 arrows, I believe, right? I thought so. 13 on him. Good old times. And I think, didn't Chinese have 50 food more as well? And Scorpions benefited from blacksmith upgrades. Ah, so much beautiful thing here. Things. Bump, bump. They have a nice rhythm. Oh, now she breaks it up. Sorry. I enjoyed it, as long as it lasted. Okay, 5 on wood now, indicating indeed the aggression. Wait, Scorpions were really useful back then? They were OP. In most games, they were even banned, yes. Is he trying to find a boar? What's Jupe's plan here? What is happening? Did he not have a boar? Ah, he didn't find the elephant. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Okay, Fire doesn't know that you only have one elephant on this map. Seems one more only this map. Hui. Great preparation by him. Yes. And people complaining about humans. Yeah, indeed. Okay, so we're now finding the elephant here. But does it really matter? Because he's still leading the TC in 30 seconds anyways, right? Oh man, Fire just doing fire things. Oh, Jupe 2 hits away from dying here. Oh, that would be a weird lure. Look at how why is he so bad at luring stuff? It's not that tricky, right? Or maybe it is. Okay, Fire should already start thinking about where he wants to place this TC. Jupe, Scout. No, Jupe, that's so costly. Dodges it. Okay, okay. Hui. 21 HP on the Scout still left. TC spot here, probably the best. Again, sending low HP villagers. Now he can see the difference. Last game he did send 11 villagers. Could have gone with 10. And this time he sends 10 as well? Do TCs have hill bonuses as well? I think so. But you can only build TCs on flat land. So you cannot build it over here. Huh. I'm surprised that he's only sending 10 villagers. Still no mill. I think you should go with a mill for this. And where is he? Oh, he might be building his TC over here. Ha 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 ha. Does a cracked sand work on the? I don't know. Juice in the tournament, indeed. But I think this one is way later, way less efficient. So now we have our TC deleted at home. Not building the mill. So those villagers are completely idle now. Ay. Jupe. Full Titanic. Walling everything. Completely unnecessary as well. As if villagers are coming from the top. And Fire, he is pretty calm this time. We'll get onto berries. What are those villagers doing? Okay, they're building the mill. And then can go on all those ostriches. I like. Okay, Fire. This time he will just give the TC up. And yeah, well, if he keeps producing villagers, actually TCs will attack the close or the most close by building. So every time a villager is built, he will start attacking the house again. Not too pretty for him. As you can see now, villager being built and attacks the house. So after every villager, you need to right-click the TC. Not the prettiest thing in Age of Empires. Happened before as well. The same with castles. And yeah. Stable out. Going for the scouts. I think Jupe is in a world of pain here. We should have another trush. Or another tower there. And he's honestly building farms around his TC. Fire, really? Oh, he didn't learn anything from the game before. Oh, Goddy. Just delete your TC, my man. Or let it die. You have perfect spot over here. All ostriches, mass amount of wood. Should have water around as well. Wow, that's the way how to lose the series, yeah. Oh, man. Fire farms, yeah. Close to a TC that's going to die anyways. And now he needs to constantly repair there. But he will get all those villagers in return. That's so sexy for him. And Jupe, he cannot do any sneaky dogs this game. Or at least not the most efficient ones. Now deletes the right hand side. 1 villager down. 4 scouts. Completely dealing with that though. And yeah, that shouldn't be a big problem. Jupe is trying to fight this one back. But shouldn't even get a single scout here. And if so, that's not the biggest difference. And oh boy, KD now 5-0. If he finds all those. Villager difference, not too pretty, and it's still Feudal Age against Dark Age, and look at that, Fire. Ah, now you can see the difference, right? We have 15 villagers in there, and that's why 15 arrows, and Fire didn't know about that, apparently, and now needs to repair so much more. Yeah, Fire goes to NAC, everyone will do him. Well, at least the max will. Oh, God. Fire! Fire! And the CC is on fire. Now losing that. And those two farms. Oh boy, they will be... Do we even have a mill? Yeah, here. Obviously, we have to have a mill to build farms. And yeah. That's just bad reaction. What's happening here? Finally, the house went down as well. So the TC could have died 900 HP ago as well. Or 750? 750. Uh-oh, villagers now going closer into the TC. Being housed. Fire here and losing the TC any second. Tries to go for town ward. Look at that. Gets 10 wood. Instantly starts repairing again. Goes down to 0. And town watch won't even finish, I believe. Villagers now moving in. Trying to fight this one off. And TC goes down. Fire is 5 villagers and a full feudal age ahead, though. Let's take a look. Jupe, he continues. Maybe a douche in here would be pretty sexy. And Fire? What? Ah, with the tower, he cannot build its TC again. LOL. LOL. The thing is, though, we have 5 scouts out that are going pretty ham, and we have the big fight. I have no idea how to cast this. Is it worth it? What is worth it? And yeah, now the scouts should just clear everything up. 18 villagers, and they will just die against all those scouts. No problem. Trying to micro a bit here. Fire is going for it as well, and Jupe is hoping that he can win the game here. Knows his eco is so much worse, and is just going ham. Fire not with the greatest attack here, but it's obviously tricky. Every time a villager dies, your own villagers are being idled completely. KD now 10-2. But one TC went down as well. But that KD won't become too much better. 3 scouts still around. More villagers fighting. Another scout joining the party as well. And Jupe, he has to be pretty much out of this. Goes down to pop 22. And those villagers idle at during all this time. But he has villager production and Fire does not. Scout numbers now down to 2. Just need to micro a bit more. And every villager of Fire dying means he cannot really get any more there. But look at them. All so super low HP. Scouts now falling. But yeah, no chance of really fighting this. Let's take a look. Low HP villagers running now. The scouts should finish all of them. And I don't think most of them will make it home. Those are super low HP. Why is he clicking the scout back? Fire! Oh god, what a mistake. And the villager's blocking that villager as well. Oh, blocking the scout from getting killed. What? What? Enter micro! What is Fire doing? God, was that bad? Oh, that villager. Oh, yo. Okay, Jupe. Now, both players are licking their wounds. And Jupe, don't tell me he's trying to even steal that farm. Now he could right-click the farm and delete it. But I think he will just lose the villager. Jupe scores 785 and 1.5k. Finally getting that kill. And is one worth it for you? Okay, now was on stone. Fire can build his CC again. It's 10 villages ahead, 4 military as well. And I don't think so. Always is. Okay. Scouts can fight at the top there, and then Jupe's eco won't look too pretty. But yeah, those are some T90 farms if I've ever seen one. Look at that villager walking. I'm farming now. I'm farming tomorrow. Having a great day. Enjoying my life. And he goes back from work. Hard day at the farm. Let's go back to the mill and drop off all the food we have collected today. Drop off. And let's go back to work. Walking over. Isn't it a pretty landscape? Oh, hello woodchoppers. Hi. I'm just a farmer. Don't mind me. Just passing. No worries, guys. And here we go. Back to work. And another 8-hour shift at the farm. Meanwhile, we had some other stuff happening, but no one really cared about that. Thanks for bringing back NAC Imo, the best AoE tournament. Thanks! Okay, Jupe sitting at 17 pop, Fire at 34. Score not really inviting to continue playing this game, but, well, happens. Ah, Mr. Fire AoE now in the chat as well. Not too impressed with his farming here at the moment. Even, did he pull those villagers away? I wouldn't know why. Okay, now scouts coming in. Villagers here. Instantly pulled. Jupe is on point. His macro everywhere. And he will fight for every single villager. That's all scouting? Yeah, probably. Can we actually go into live statistics? How much scouting is that? 25. So we only have... No, I didn't. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, God. I'm so ashamed of myself. By clicking statistics, I knew. Oh, fuck me. And now we are fast forwarding into the game to watch him die 5 seconds later. At least we have fast replay speed. I casted 2 hours to die like this. And people ask me, why don't you put your full series on YouTube? Oh, God. Okay, well, we can take a look at the douche again. Just assume Fire won. I won't take any chances. I will wait for the GG. Here we go again. Finally a douche. And look at that. Jupe sees not a single villager and goes for completely... He simply doesn't like to use his scout while douching. So weird. Oh, man. What if one of them disconnects? They just restore. Oh, God. Who came up with the idea of putting me in charge of anything in life? Is repairing the TC when getting douched even worth it? Nope. Ah, got it. Okay, scouts are now coming back. We will see that beautiful fight again. 2 villagers going for the kill, and let's take a look at that again. It was enjoyable, right? And Fire, even with the bad manners, isn't even worth it. How did Fire lose all his scouts here as well? Just needs to move in, move out, move in, move out with the scouts. But hey, who am I to judge? And we can see the fail with the villager block there again. Okay, now the villagers of Jupe. Now you can see 3, right? So he even lets the right hand side go with that scout. And now the left hand side. Look at that. Block. Okay, okay. Let him live. And he even loses that one. We didn't even catch that. Oh, did he? Fire micro. Fire micro. Oh boy. Okay, hello. Up. Now the TC here. And I don't think so. Ha ha ha. Golden Skeet. Thanks. So we're fighting a bit here. Against 4 scouts, that's not too pretty. Especially if you're trying to attack the villagers as well. And yeah, Jupe lost everything here. Okay, where's the tower rush? Did it finish the game? Okay, let's take a look at the statistics before this fight. Just kidding. Okay, okay, scouts around now, tower goes up and not again. Okay, we went to this area, okay. And now he goes in there, another tower, 1 HP. And... Jupe, is he? Ah, he goes to feudal age even. Okay, barracks now, scouts are around, but he's not getting that much wood at the moment. Ooh. Scout is going down, now fights that one. And once he gets feudal age towers, that's going to be tricky as well. But with only 100 stone, it's tricky to get even to the towers. Spearman and Jupe, he really enjoys fighting with villagers apparently. Fire is not pulling any. He's fighting with his scouts. Oh, another spearman. Fire is kind of running away. What? He's running away with 7 scouts, scared of 1 spearman. Kind of a weird choice. What are those villagers up to? Does he want to redouche? Nah, okay, he resigns now. Okay, so we didn't miss too much. Fire's taking it 3-1. What a fun series, and I hope you forgive my fail. Let's take a close look at the statistics together, guys. 33 to 10 KD. 5 buildings lost by fire even. Interesting. Is buildings lost? Congratulations, Fire. You lost 5 buildings. Best score. And yeah, obviously way better eco by him. More exploration. Feudal age timing difference. Okay, that's something we don't see too often. Statistics again. Yeah, I know you love it, guys. I know you love it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How did I mess that up? Okay. Thank you for statistics. You're very welcome. Okay, next map will be Valley by Jupe. And he probably will play Mongols and we will have Fire. The civilization, that should be pretty interesting. I'll fix the colors and we go into the action. 3 match points for Mr. Fire, and he still has 2 more home maps after this as well. What happens when you OP statistics in a recorded game? Let's find out. Okay, Jupe, he is Mongols, and we have Fire without Mongols, so he's picking Aztecs here on Belly, a map where we have a lot of Ibex in the center, and Boers also, so Mongols considered to be one of the best civilizations for sure. Whew. Yeah, the TCs are very close together, that's true, and, well, we're going for that Ibex, nice push here already. Oh man, I clearly have to chill after that one. Is this Valley? Yes. It says Valley, I'm pretty sure. Even if you say no, I'm pretty sure. Nice shift clicking by Jupe. Over on the next pick there. Borsty with Villager seems good here. Oh yeah, over here. That's Jupe's though. That's Fire's. Yeah, I don't think that that's an option. The other one is here. So that one would be the only one taken by maybe could be taken by fire, but he won't scout for it. Wait, Valley was pawns? Yeah, every single time.
F1Re for NAC3.
F1Re for NAC. Okay, Koningsjong. I hear a boar. Down here, and... Oh. Not much else going on. 4 on wood here, so Jupe most likely will go for Man-at-Arms. Makes a lot of sense against Aztecs. And again, Jupe maybe taking a look at a boar luring tutorial wouldn't be the worst thing. Like the MBL is not participating in the qualifiers each game re because of disconnecting then? Well, would just be his losses, right? We cannot. Then everyone would plug his cable every time. It's not looking great. Jupe is shockingly bad at luring, yeah. And the board timing here, that looks pretty solid. Let's take a look where the board dies. I predict over here. Here behind the tree could make a lot of sense. Oh no, that looks like a good one. Hello, Mr. Jupe! Perfect ball placement for a change. Yeah, I'm pretty happy that those players aren't having a lot of disconnects. I know Dogao is the only guy that still has disconnects from time to time out of all the top qualifiers. The rest of them all have like under 2%. What is... That's a weird way of working. A ghost worker. And why does he think walling the back is the most important thing here? But okay. Barracks now over here. Still not on gold. But he will have this one walled for himself. That looks like it's all walled as well. Jupe with the early... Oh, he even built the militia before clicking up. And queues up another villager behind this. That's a weird drush that won't do anything. Now 2 on gold. He will secure all the deer in the center, but fire will be completely walled. He will get onto his men-at-arms. And Jupe will be completely pushed away from his deer. I don't like this too much. Jupe, he didn't scout any of the walls yet. And now he's running in. And luckily the back is already walled. Except that area. By fire. Not the most important thing though. Huh. Network card? What is a network card? Okay, now up to fuel age as well. I will change to this overlay. 30% fuel age. What? Jupe with a pretty sexy time here. Fire is playing pop 23 while Jupe is playing pop 22 plus 3 militia. So that's a very sexy opening, and he will have way more men-at-arms and will have the big aggression. Mongols just pretty strong at the start here. Ethernet card. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that that should be a big issue, but okay. Might be, might be. Okay, Trash could come in here. He is up to fuel age 10% earlier. Fire, what does he see? He won't know anything about that tower. Scouts quite beautifully with his eagle though. Did see the villagers earlier. Goes on to 5 militia as well. Jupe is sitting at 5 militia here though. And defensive tower. Fire with a nice move there. Nicely scouted. Jupe with the rescout sees the defensive tower. I think Jupe should maybe even cancel this tower and just rebuild it here. That should be good enough for me. He's not on zone as you can see on the minimap. Those men-at-arms. 7 men-at-arms soon. No, he's not upgrading. Now he's only upgrading. And staying under the tower for way too long. Jupe, oh no! This is unfortunate for him. Now he would even lose the fight. Been trying to micro with the villagers. Tower goes up. That was nice by him. So we will have the fight. 6 militia or 6 men-at-arms against 7 men-at-arms. Fire with the number deficit is... Oh boy, that's a big go. And now we see the men-at-arms here. Do we see some walls behind this? Looks like he's just walling it in. But that's not really what he needs, right? Men-at-arm numbers. Jupe has to know that it's not looking too bad for him. And that invites Jupe to fight this one. Let's take a look. Fire now moves in as well. The tower could help out a bit. Scout and Eagle not really providing any damage so far. Problem obviously for Jupe is he only has 2 villagers forward. Now tries to take the fight from the hill, but I think he took this one way worse from the beginning. Now his tower is going down while he's helping out a bit. The nice debate of the Eagle and the KT is just 6-0 here. Now make it 7-1. Horrible engagement. So many HP lost under the towers, and Jupe, he lost all his advantage. Fire is ahead in villagers. He is ahead in military. Look at that, 31 military to 31 population to 24, and Jupe is completely crushed here. 8-2 KD. That will soon be 9-2. Maybe we'll lose that scout. Make it 10-2 any second now after that villager dies. And then he needs to get on 2 archers quite quickly. He has massive amount of resources in the bank, but that won't be enough. Hoi hoi. Now send someone gold. Going on berries and farms. It's not really what you want to do on Valley. But yeah, might just be the safe option. Fire. Losing a lot of time here trying to kill that villager though. Jupe is buying a bit of time for himself. Okay, now open that wall. Jupe is trying to run. Just a prank. And he might get away. Oh, no. An eagle out. And he should block. He shouldn't attack. And let's take a look if Fire will be able to do that. He goes for the attack. We now have 2 archers. No upgrades on those. Farm upgrade behind this. Interesting. And Fire, what did he scout? He has no idea where Jupe even is. So counter-attacking won't be that easy. Eagle is helping out against those archers though. Without fletching, they aren't doing too much. Archer number 3 out now. Eagle lost a lot of HP. Might jump back into the TC. And those men-at-arms. Let's take a look. Resources pretty damn sexy to even think about castling this one. 430 food, 200 gold. Archers are doing a good job of microing here. Needs to pull the villagers away though. As he is, he's trying to fight with this. Will probably lose 1-2 villagers. But will also kill all the men-at-arms. 1 villager down. Killed the men-at-arms in Sunday KD. Looking only bad from very bad earlier. 12-7. I heard the blacksmith as well. Fletching might be behind this. But Fire, he's going for mass eagles. 5 on gold now. Completely walled at that side. Walled the front as well. Defensive tower here. Eagle to heal. What a beautiful move by Fire. Pulled the first eagle back there. Goes for +1 defense for his eagles, meaning 3 pierce armor. Archers will do 2 damage only. Holding middle hunt is huge on Valley, especially with Mongols, yes. But he has, quote unquote, only 3 villagers working there, so it's not the sickest thing ever. And now eagles are coming over, because if you're holding the middle, that also means your villagers are exposed quite heavily. Fire, 100 food, 50 gold. Jupe can click up to Castle Age any second. Tries to run with his villagers. Archers not really protecting the side. What are they doing? Is he trying to quick wall behind this and is giving up those villagers? Looks like it. Weird decision by him. Splits those off. Only losing 1 villager is actually quite solid for Jupe. I don't mind this. Interesting. Saving 2 of them. Phui. Fire, 7 villages ahead though. Goes for wheelbarrow behind this. Jupe on the way to Castle Age. Goes for Stonewall. Walls himself quite small. Maybe a wall here would have been nicer, but didn't scout all of that. What's the next step by Jupe, though? Quick walling here. I like that. So some more houses. Eagles can still get in there, though. Huh. Jupe's plan. I don't really know about it. Stable and knights. Doesn't make me too happy. Maybe CA from Mongols? Eagles, maybe trying to find those archers or trying to find some more hunt. 70% castle age, and indeed we're rushing out a stable, +1 defense, so it will be knights. But knights against a guy who can easily be completely walled. I think that's not the thing you want to go for. Nice micro back there with the low HP eagle by fire, and yeah, he's just snacking all those archers quite easily. Not a single eagle died, and yeah, low HP on those eagles, but he can just go back, heal them up in the tower, as he has shown us earlier. Jupe now castle age. Watch the reaction of fire. I would love to see some wards at the front. He knows he has to be up ahead by at least 5 villagers, wheelbarrow, and we'll just go for mass eagles, and Mongols don't usually have the best of answers against this. So I think if he realizes that just stalling and winning the game should be the strategy he wants to go for. Double stable now by Jupe. Would it not be an option to go for longswords with supplies with Mongols and then force your opponent into archers as well, and you try to go something for Magnols? Because knights of Mongols, look at that, no bloodlines, only +1 defense, your eco is crap. I don't see that as a winning strategy. Are wonders allowed? Yeah, absolutely, but we are playing with conquest victory, so you have to kill every single building and unit of your opponent, or any unit in any production that can build a unit. So wonders and relics won't really win you the game. A lot of damage taken. Siege workshop now here. Monastery behind this. I'm not sure if that's even necessary. We go for strong upgrades here. Squires, Eagle, Warrior, and Pikeman upgrade. And now military count 17 to 5. Jupe's eco not too far behind. Only 4 villagers. I believe wheelbarrow as well. But Aztec's eco now really kicking in. If that villager dies, the siege workshop won't go up. Tries to micro her back, but didn't really work out. Knights getting pushed back. Jupe, he has no chance of pushing this. Is not adding any TCs behind it. He wanted to somewhat play 1 TC all in. Now goes for 2... No, goes for men-at-arms. But they should do nothing. And that is the final fight of the game. And the serious pikemen dealing with that so easily. Eagles rocking the house as well. Jupe has to resign this one. Good luck. Next, Fire goes into the round of 8 with a convincing 4-1 victory. Horrible reactions to some douches, but I think most players won't douche him in the upcoming rounds. Or maybe they saw how vulnerable he is and, yeah, how he should probably play against him. Fire with the nice walls, nice reaction there, calm play, the nice defensive tower. Beautiful use of his eagle to scout the aggressive 2 villagers, and then the defense. Longswords would have been masterpiece. Yeah, that's what I kind of sad, but it's not easy to always realize that on the fly. Statistics, guys, because we love it. Military fire 27 to 9. Eco should be way better for him as well, even though the Mongols player had the center for so long. But yeah, the men-at-arms not really used there. It was just the lack of scouting by Jupe. Kind of every single game, I have to say.